Okay, now it's time for question number 14. Why don't you become a Let's Player? Yes, an offline friend of mine actually asked this. I guess I can actually be a Let's Player. The only thing is, I can only record Steam-based games at the moment. I'll show you what I've got actually. Hang on. Yeah, I've got the Strider game on PC. I've got Mega Man Legacy Collection 2. I was just playing that today actually. And I got Mighty Gunvolt, which I haven't even finished yet. So, so yeah. So basically, I can only record PC-based games. So I guess I can. The problem with recording Let's Plays is whenever you get a lot of videos being made, especially in high quality, it tends to take up a lot of storage space because I've only got 500 gigabytes on my hard drive and stuff. I'll tell you what my specs are real quickly, right? I did mention last year that I've got a new graphics card, which is this one here. I'll put some images on the right hand side. So I did get a new PSU as well, which is for better electricity output. Also, if you get a new power supply unit for your PC, it tends to use up less electricity, so it's actually better for electric bills anyway. So I've also increased the RAM as well. I'm actually surprised because despite I've got 3 new parts, I can still seem to run these games pretty easily. Especially this one, which is like PS3 equivalent. I think it's PS3 equivalent anyway. Oh wow, did I really spend 36 hours on that? Yeah, so I could be a Let's Player, yeah. But I did mention on my channel I actually wanted to do Let's Plays like years ago, but I didn't have all the equipment ready yet. So at the moment the only games I can do is those 3. By the way, I haven't played much of Mega Man 9 and 10, so I guess I can do it kind of like a blind Let's Play type thing. But I heard that Mega Man 9 is a really hard game, so and people have told me that I might get a bit frustrated, and I don't like shouting my head off over a game because it sounds a bit mental. So that's why. I guess I can give a quick Let's Play a try on one of these Mega Man games since I'm actually fully finished them. I've played Mega Man 7 and 8 quite a few times, like more than 10 years ago. So yeah, I think that'll be it for question number 14. Oh, also, I'm actually surprised I'm still using an i3 processor. Um, yeah, they're pretty expensive to actually get a new one. An i7 processor tends to cost like £300 or something. So I'm surprised that all my games can actually run with a low-end processor. This processor of mine I've actually been using for more than 8 years, and I'm surprised it still hasn't come across any big problems yet. The only thing is though, is that if I ever get something like Final Fantasy 15 on Steam, I'd have to upgrade this no matter what. There's no way I can't, especially since it's only got 2 cores. So, yeah. Yeah, okay. Um, I got comments from one of my visitors on my channel. Now, this is quite an old comment, and I did actually respond to him, but I'm going to just expand on it. But what he once said was, as previous comments have said, this is a very well made, but if I may make a critique, I believe the face could be smoothed out. I'm not too familiar with 3D animation or animation in general, but perhaps a few more polygons to make the face a little bit more clean? Is that the word I'm looking for? The rest is great, but I feel the face is lacking. Not too sure how I feel about the breaks in the hair either. It's okay. I don't mind a critique, especially a sensible one like this one. But what I don't accept is, oh, I hate your guts. Okay, we'll just get on with it. So, yeah, so I did actually respond to him, but I'll just explain it again more in depth. So basically, when I first started making the poly count and stuff, when I started modeling her, if you go here, hold on, right, there we go. So it's because I used to have her like this, where the face count was a lot less, like this. You can tell that the quality's already gone worse. Because if you do it especially close up, like that. Hang on. Right, so it's like, that's how she used to look like, and that's because I was doing it off my laptop before. And you can tell because it's peeking straight through, her head's peeking through her head. So that's actually how it worked. So, I think what he was meant to say is that the breaks in the hair didn't look that great, which yes it didn't, but that's why when I got back to my PC, you can actually have higher poly count, which uses up more memory. So I usually render it in 1 because it doesn't seem to make it much better. So if you go here, go into cycles, don't worry about the color, that's just temporary. That's just temporary. So we'll put it in rendered. So that's how she looks like in rendered. Let's see, if you increase the render or the view subdivisions very high, it starts going very slow. Like that. Did you see how long that took? And you don't actually see much difference. So and look at the samples, it's going up a lot slower. Let's see what happens if you put it to 1. Oh, it's still doing it. Not that fast. I'm actually surprised by that. I thought it was actually going to take less time to actually render. Oh, you can tell that that's just getting more and more jagged. So I usually stick to 2 anyway. Also, it starts again every time you turn her rather. So yeah, I think that's it for this comment. Yeah, it is. So that's it for question number 15, which is, why don't you increase the poly counts? Oh, also, one last thing. There's like 179,000 faces right now, but on the laptop, when the view subdivision was 1, she was like 60,000 faces, so that's why. So it's like triple as much now. Okay, if you got any more questions, sensible questions, just tell me in the comments section. I'll leave it as that because I don't want this video to be too long, so see you next time.